So today we are moving to hopefully Leigh. 8 locks, 1 swing bridge, 1 lift bridge. I'm hoping it'll take about 6 hours, it could take 8. We're starting off 7 in the morning, so no matter what we should be there by 4 or 5 o'clock at the absolute latest. Picking you up so I can show you around. It's a lovely morning still, but definitely not as nice as that other morning that I went for a walk. And there's our first lock of the year. One of the deepest locks I think I've actually done. Just parboil. Right. Judging by the doors, I'm going to have to let a little bit of water out. Tell you what, I slept terribly last night. Made friends with a couple of ducks while I've been staying here. And well, there were some dirty rapist ducks trying to get the female of that couple that I've made friends with. So they were jumping all over the boat, coming onto the boat for safety. My God, I haven't slept well. And I think as a result of not sleeping well, I'm feeling really anxious about pretty much everything today. Now let's put that crank handle on. Yeah, I was feeling really anxious before I left. There was afterbaiting not coming out. It's one of them days where I just have to push through and ignore what my mind's telling me. Because I know I'll pass through all these fine. But the anxiety is always telling me, oh, what if something happens in the lock? What if you lose your boat? And it could happen, of course, but I think it's best not even giving it too much consideration. The chances of it happening are slim. I feel they're slim anyway. They might not be. Right, I'll catch us up in a minute when the boat's in, I think. Here we go, done. That's why I don't know why I'm anxious, because I know I can do these locks. I know I've done them before. My god, the tricks your mind plays on you sometimes, eh? I think the water may be a little low in this pound. And it's quite a big pound as well, so I wouldn't have thought that it'd get all that low. Have to make sure I stay in the centre so I don't ground myself. This low water does worry me quite a lot, especially on a day when I'm not feeling all that great with anxiety anyway. And I saw this tree up ahead. From round that corner it looked like it was the whole way across, but it's not, thank god. Oh, not feeling it today, really not. Once I'm through Wigan, I should hopefully feel a lot better, because I know I haven't got far to go there. Having trouble with the boat turning because it's so shallow and we're so close into the side. Oh, I can hear some scraping. Oh no. Right, I'll catch us up in a minute. So we've just finished the first swing bridge, and it looks like maybe the person that came this way before me didn't quite know the etiquette, because that bridge was left open. The handcuff, little anti-vandal handcuff key, that had been just jammed in. I could barely get it off. Yeah, it seems like somebody either doesn't know or doesn't care. So I'm not looking forward to these next couple of locks. I know exactly what boat I think it was, because there was only one boat that passed me yesterday. A blue boat, I've forgotten its name, but I expect he wouldn't have got much further than Wigan. So we'll see if we see him. I'll point him out if we do. Who the suspect is. It's just weird because the lock as well, all the little hooks that keep the cranks in place, all of those were flipped up, so I had to go around and flip all them before I started opening paddles. And with this pound being low, I'm not sure whether he maybe left a little paddle open on that lock. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, because I've never seen the water this low. But then he wouldn't have left all the other gates open. Or he would have left the other gates open like at the next one, so there should be water flushing through to fill it up. I'm not sure. We'll see the state of the lock when we get to it. And here we are at the second lock of the day and the water point. I was full up on water last night, so I've just got to fill the containers up, so it shouldn't be too long. Might not even need to get the hose out if the tap's high enough off the ground. So my suspicions are confirmed. Whoever came through before me doesn't have a clue what they're doing. They've left 2 of the paddles open on this lock gate here, so I'm expecting the next pound to be really empty. And God knows what it's like further up. I hope they haven't drained the whole thing. Sorry about the quick turn there. Just thought I'd catch the viaduct. I'm unsure of how to weave the drone footage into this footage. So there might just be some videos without drone footage and some with. I remember my very first excursion out on the boat was to right here. This was the furthest I'd ever come and I felt like I was so far from home. Now it almost feels like home. And then when I made my way back from here, I got stuck out for 6 weeks because the second swing bridge from me mooring was out of action for 6 weeks. So then I eventually came back up this way and I went down the Bridgewater. So down to the end of the Bridgewater and back down to home took me 6 weeks. I could do it in 2 days now. I've just seen a fellow boater who was walking along the towpath and he said like how low's the water past Dean's Lock, the stretch between Parbold Lock and the water point basically. And he said they've lost about 6 inches of water all the way down. I don't know how far he's walked, but if he's walked to Wigan and it's like this all the way, I'm a little bit worried about the locks onto the Leigh branch because they're notorious for losing water. So if whoever's passed up here has passed down the Leigh branch, my journey might be coming to an abrupt end somewhere there. I think the Wigan flight's closed as well at the moment, so whoever it is, hopefully they've stopped in or around Wigan and haven't messed up too many of the locks. Well, the anxiety's faded away anyway. It's just back to boating now. Everything just feels like I've barely been away from it. I think it's going to feel like I've left home as soon as I leave as soon as I get into Manchester. That's when it's going to feel like I'm in unfamiliar territory. But I've passed down this stretch of canal 7 or 8 times now, I think. So this all feels very nice and familiar. After this lock, we'll be properly in Wigan town. So part of the plan today was to stop at this next lock and have a little fly around the stadium, but everything's taken so long because all the locks have been left in such a bad state. I'm just going to crack on. I'm not going to take the little 20 minutes out that I need to fly the drone. Be lucky if I get to Leigh by 5 o'clock today, the way things are going. There's an ambulance at this lock. I hope I can get through. I hope there's no one like seriously injured. Hopefully it's just someone's fallen off the bike or something. I did hear a story about one of my mum's friends packing a pockets full of rocks and jumping in Parbold Lock when it was full. That wasn't all that long ago. I hope it's nothing like that. Right, I'll stop filming just in case there's anything sensitive. So it's not an ambulance, it's the police, and they seem to be searching for something with a fibre optic cable in the lock. I'm not sure whether they're just out training or whether they're actually looking for something, but they said just wait a few minutes and they'll come over and let us know what's happening. So might be spending the night in Wigan, who knows. Well, it's good news, I'm getting through. I've just been asked to wait a few minutes and it's been a few minutes, so it should be pretty soon. So I'll catch us up close to Wigan Pier. Right, we're through. Oh, I just started, I keep starting talking like before the video starts actually recording. Right, so we're through. A little sonar boat's going to follow me down. But I thought that was going to be the end of my trip there. I thought they were going to be doing like search for some sort of weapon, and usually when they do that they shut off a whole section of the canal. No divers out, which is nice. Oh god, what time is it? It is currently 11:45. So it's taken me 7, 9, 10, 11, near enough 4 hours to get through four locks. Is that correct? Yeah, 4 locks. 4 hours through 4 locks, which doesn't feel like I'm making very good time. But if it takes me 4 hours to do the next 4 locks, that'll take me to about 4 o'clock. It could end up being a 10-hour day this if none of these locks are in my favour. Let's see. I hope it's not. I plan for this year to not do any 10 to 12 hour days, but here I am. So here we are, Wigan Pier. I can't help but feel we're sliding into very Orwellian times. A mixture of Wigan Pier and Animal Farm. Obviously I hope it doesn't end up like that, but that appears to be the way it's going at the moment. There it is, the iconic rail. have to start hiding the camera once we get under this bridge. It's not the greatest area to be leaving electronics unattended, and I have to leave it unattended while I go and do this lock, so this is a pretty nice town to be coming into. It is pretty scenic. As long as you don't look too much to the left and right and you just look straight ahead. Is scenic the right word? I don't think it is, but it looks better than a lot of towns. Trencherfield Mill is a nicely kept building. There we are. Right, gonna stash the camera now. Here we are, the centre of Wigan. I don't have to hide my camera. Actually, I do have to hide my camera for this next one. It's a bit far to keep an eye on. If someone did take anything, I'd have no chance of catching them. I'd have no chance of running back. Oh. Sounds like we just went over something. Anyway. Alright. Seven miles to Leigh, 23 miles to Manchester, 31 miles to Blackburn and 92 miles to Leeds if you go the other way. Two more locks and one lift bridge and I'm done. So hopefully I'll be in Leigh by about 3 o'clock. It's now 1 o'clock. It sounds reasonable. Probably be about 3:30 though. So there's been a CRT barge come up towards me, so I've got them to do the lock for me. So I've only got one more lock left. Okay, that's the last lock of the day done. Got a bit of help on that one too, a friendly Mancunian going out for the weekend. So as you can see before you, I've got my lunch out ready to go. Can of beer, Cornish pasty. And I'll make a confession to you now. I'm back on the medical cannabis, so I've got myself something nice to smoke as well for after that. Anyway, I'm starving. I'm going to crack on with my lunch. I really like this area. It's a shame that you can't moor because there's just a load of rubble along that offside. Oh, well, it's the towpath side. There's just loads of rubble, you can't get in close enough to moor. Out in the middle of the flash there, black basking. You don't see that all that often. Don't know how well you'll be able to see it on camera. You might be able to see it a bit better now. Have to come on a walk with me new bird book, do a bit of bird watching. And here we are at Platt Bridge. It's about 2:20, so I'm quite happy. Should be a Plank Lane lift bridge probably at 3 o'clock, and I'll be moored up by 4. Oh, I'm glad I made it down here. A few things that looked like they were going to stop me, but I'm here. I'm quite happy. I'm feeling really happy about getting out today. I almost talked myself into not coming. these are little flashes that you don't get to see in the summer because all of this is leaves. And here's the final obstacle of the day, Plank Lane Swing Bridge. Feels nice to finally be here. There it is behind us. Leigh lies in front. Let's get going. He was an interesting looking duck. I've never seen these moorings so empty. It's lovely being out just before the season officially starts. So if I make it through Manchester before the end of March, it should hopefully be quite quiet because the season hasn't started. So pretty much everywhere I go through April should be quite quiet as well, I'd imagine. And this is, I'm pretty sure it's Pennington Flash, or is it Scotsman's Flash? One of the flashes anyway. Had loads of fun here with some orange tea. Wonder what that's all about. We are in Leigh just as it's starting to rain. Feels like today's been just about the perfect length. 4 o'clock, yeah, 8 hours. This is about me maximum. I'll try and keep myself held to that as I'm travelling. I'm gonna have to do a couple of hard days to get through, like, oh god, sorry. Gonna have to do a couple of hard days to get through Manchester. I don't know whether I've told you yet, but the plan for Manchester is just go as many locks as I can. If there's somewhere to stop at the end of the day, great. If not, so be it. I might have to stop on a lock landing and then just get up super early the next day and crack on and do the rest of them, because I want to get through Manchester quick as possible. I really don't like Manchester, but we'll see about that. I might get through 9 locks and decide, you know what, I'll wait. I'll wait it out. Just saw that cat hobbling along. I was thinking, what's wrong with it? It's only got 3 legs. It looked like it was maybe hurt or something. I haven't seen a 3-legged cat before. Almost entirely at my destination now. Just round this corner there's a little bridge, and just under that bridge is where I'll be. Well, not under the bridge, but you know what I mean, after the bridge. Engine has just turned the engine off, and she's come to see. Where are we, Cat? Do you remember? I don't think you will. Right, so that does for today. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.